Well, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words, folks. If there ever was a picture that spoke 1,000 words, this one does. These pictures speak thousands of words about Joe Biden's presidency. I could spend 1,000 words or so talking about the failure after failure, crisis after crisis that has plagued the Biden presidency. But just look at these pictures and you'll see what we see. A presidency that is sliding deeper into the abyss, like this bridge collapsing under its own weight. The Biden presidency is collapsing under its own manufactured crises, the border, Afghanistan, inflation, and a crime wave he's responsible for with his push to defund police, causing cops to be struck down from coast to coast. And it's all proving to be too much for the people who elected him. With the newest poll showing the president is severely underwater, look no further than this, a poll of Georgia voters in Georgia, which is a bellwether state and will be very important this year and in 2024, with a massive strongly disapprove of the job the president's doing at 50%. Half the poll strongly disapprove, with an overall rating of just 34% approval and 61% disapprove in one way, shape, or form. That is a presidency collapsing like that bridge right there. And if my metaphor of that bridge representing the Biden presidency isn't poignant enough, get this, that bridge right there collapsed in Pittsburgh today, the very day Joe Biden is visiting Pittsburgh to speak on, wait for it, infrastructure. You know, bridges. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Well, you can, but I didn't, because Biden is really in Pittsburgh today to talk infrastructure, and that Pittsburgh bridge really did just collapse. A perfect metaphor for his sickly, dying presidency. Elon Musk probably agrees with me, because after Biden snubbed Tesla in a speech about electric vehicles, Musk got ticked off and shot back in Muskian fashion. Quote, Biden is a damp sock puppet in human form. He is good. Musk, armed with his 72 million Twitter followers, then took aim at the Canadian Prime Minister with that tweet right there, Canadian truckers rule. Tweeting support for the thousands of Canadian truckers who are right now headed to Ottawa, the Canadian capital, to protest Canada's version of Joe Biden, namely liberal and failing. Back at home, the U.S., the Northeast, is bracing for a bomb cyclone, a massive blizzard that experts say may dump up to 3 feet of snow on New England. And another storm is brewing in D.C., but not the snow kind, but a storm of controversy surrounding Black Lives Matter. Apparently, the group raised over $90 million in the wake of the George Floyd protests in 2020 and 2021. And now there appears to be some concern as to where all the money went. Noteworthy is the fact that that woman right there, their co-founder, Patrisse Cullors, resigned this past May just after the New York Post ran a story that questioned Cullors' use of millions of dollars of BLM funds that may have been used for her own personal real estate investments. She did purchase 2 homes before leaving BLM, one of them worth $3.2 million. And now no one, it appears, wants to be the top dog at BLM, perhaps because the job of being the face of BLM right now is fraught with risk given the shady financial dealings the group is facing. Listen to this. Multiple charity experts told the Washington Examiner, quote, BLM's shocking lack of transparency surrounding its finances and operations raises major legal and ethical red flags. And I'm quoting here, like a giant ghost ship full of treasure drifting in the night with no captain, no discernible crew, and no clear direction, Charity Watch Executive Director Lori Styron said of BLM. That's scary. Besides financial issues, BLM has some bad karma issues as well. Within hours of 2 NYPD officers assassinated in a domestic disturbance call in Harlem, New York, BLM DC chapter tweeted this, among other tone-deaf comments, quote, tearjerker press conferences and proclamations of heroes coming soon. That's just disgusting. You know what, BLM? You were right, though. Tearjerker alert. Here's the widow of fallen officer Jason Tata Rivera just a couple hours ago.
I would say good morning to you all. But in fact, it's the worst morning ever. The system continues to fail us. We are not safe anymore. not even the members of the service. I know you were tired of these laws, especially the ones from the new DA. I hope he's watching you speak through me right now.
Did you hear that? System is failing us. And the proclamations BLM will follow. But here's mine. Stand up for cops, folks. Shut down the hate groups like BLM and Antifa. They're the very reason we see scenes like this grieving widow right there, and a grieving city, and a grieving America.